Welcome to Westlands. Now, I'm here to check on the progress of the latest demolitions that happened on this particular beat. And we are headed towards a place called Westgate, where Governor Johnson Sakaja did demolish a bit. Yes, he did demolish a section of an area in Westgate, and this is in regards to the recent chronic floodings in Nairobi. And this place is known to be a wetland, literally a riparian land, and it's part of the section that is up for demolition. So guys, let's go. You know what? Kindly like, subscribe and share. Now, you see that building right over there? That building has been up for demolitions for a very long time. But each time, I don't know what happens. This area right here that you see, yeah, that people are using, there were a few buildings that were here some time back. For those of you who know, somewhere down there, it was Nakumatt, UK. And that is the famous Westgate Mall, which I can see is like being expanded. The flooding in this particular place was so brutal, and the videos floating on the internet back then were just shocking because water was up to the knees when it would flood. And so but now you can see there's another new landmark building here called the Mandrake. And then we have the Apollo Center there, which is quite an old building. And then we have another structure coming up there, which is quite funny because at the moment, they are marking out bits of Westlands that are on riparian land and that need to come down. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what is happening. In a circular, the Nairobi Rivers Commission invited Parklands residents to a March 24th sensitization meeting that was held at Westlands Primary School to clarify riparian demarcation and outline their rights and responsibilities.
You're not supposed to build on the river and on the riparian. Whether Nairobi City County gives you an approval or not, the law is clear. What the courts have told us is that we must follow fair administrative action. Part of fair administrative action is we must call you, we must explain to you what we're doing, we must bring a team to mark the riparian. You have a right to say this is not proper and you should put that in writing with your drawings. The team will come back again to verify with you on a case-by-case basis and then give you notice to move.
And now look at the way this place looks like. As usual, something goes down and people take advantage. So this place wasn't like this. Now the whole of this area that I'm walking on, it used to be Nakumatt, UK a while back. Yeah, a while back. So some demolitions were done here recently. Let's check it out. To pave way for Nairobi River. Wow. Is this a joke? Can you imagine there was a building right on top of this? No wonder they were dying of floods. Yeah, guys, check out that. Check it out. And now I can see there's stones here, and then there is that. Yeah. So someone make me understand what is really going on here, because I know there were demolitions that happened here, but I can see vehicles lining like it's a parking lot, and also at the same time it's a pickup point for vehicles. And I thought that this place is supposed to be cordoned off, yeah? So this is the current situation, guys. This is a lot of water, and most of it was from the rains. So like I said, the county government was here recently, and as you can see, they left one of these. This was a parking lot all the way up until there. It was a huge parking lot, but it had to come down, literally, because of the menace that the buildings around this place were creating in terms of blocking water flow. And it is riparian land. This is riparian land. The space I'm walking on now used to be Nakumatt, UK, and they were quite stubborn when it came to the orders to move, but finally they gave in because it was so bad. It used to be so bad. So I'm gonna walk you up until that point, but then again, We have the famous Westgate Mall that you guys know about, all of you know about. And I'm shocked that this place turned into like a pickup point for pedestrians. Like, what is going on? Yeah, but these are the current demolitions that happened here. So let's just continue walking up until down there, yeah, so that you can get like a good scope of what's happening. I don't get it. I feel like we have people who can be touched and those who cannot be touched, and it's just quite a big problem, guys. This was a parking lot, yeah. People would come park here and pay. I'm literally walking on this surface trying to get to the other end. I hope I'm safe, but I think now I understand when they say this is riparian land, because look at the amount of water that literally, yeah, it's like the water is really happy to be flowing down, yeah. I've never seen this much water in Nairobi, although it's sewage, but look, it's a lot of water. So I'm on this ground, yeah, that is how it looks like in front of me. These demolitions were led by the Nairobi County Governor, Johnson Sakaja. He was here himself. And this is the bit. This is the bit that was demolished. This was a parking lot. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Wow. So I can see there's a section of the parking that is still open. But so far, guys, just look at this. Yeah, look at that. Like, all this water did not have anywhere to go. Because I don't know what's happening. Look at all those heavy stones, yeah? And there is the mall itself. So I don't know what agreement they have. I don't know how many structures are going down around this area. But this parking lot, as you can see, yeah, that's the result of it. That's what happened, yeah. I don't know why they brought down the trees per se, but this is how everything looks like from this position. And it's like there is more demolishings coming down. This was a parking lot. I can see a section of it has remained, maybe it's by request, or I have no idea whether they are bringing down the whole parking lot, yeah. But this was a lot of work, because I'm looking at the concrete right here, yeah. You can see sign there that this was a parking lot, yeah, sign there. So I'm literally on top of these boulders walking around the rubble, and this is how it looks like. And like I told you, I can see like the water is very happy. It's like, woo, finally. So this is riparian land. I am literally on riparian land. The Nairobi Rivers Commission, under the Nairobi River Rehabilitation Program, is trying to ensure that we retrace Nairobi River, and so that the areas that had occupied its way can be done away with. And Westgate area has been a menace, and as usual, each time there is a court order to vacate, they would run to court, and somehow there would be orders to stay. And this was Wangare Maathai's biggest fight before she died. She had this area, and there is an area along Waiyaki Way called the Vet Labs area, which right now is full of apartments and modern houses, whatever. These areas were critical to feeding the Nairobi River, as set aside as wetlands and also as riparian land. And I remember by the time she had started fighting, yeah, she got sick. And from there, nobody has ever been able to pick up the same energy that she had. Because this woman had the map of Nairobi in her head. Now, this is where we are at. We are at a Westgate Mall. I'm just taking you guys through, walking you guys through the demolitions that Governor Sakaja led recently, because this area, when it rains, it is bad. And this particular section belonged to the Westgate Mall, that beautiful space you see there. And so it had to be opened up, because when the river would lack where to go, it will literally spill on this section. And you can imagine, yeah, this is how the place looks like. Beautiful place. But so far, this is the result of it. Everything had to come down. Yeah, I'm on the rubble. So I'm just walking along the pathway created for Nairobi River, and I have a feeling, in the name of retracing, very soon here we are gonna see the Nairobi Rivers Commission under the Nairobi River Rehabilitation Program working on how to make sure that this remains, or this particular action stands. Yeah, you can see we have there evidence of the fact that this parking lot was in existence, and it was really eating into the space that belonged to Nairobi River. So I know it looks like a sewage right now, but I'm hoping that when it rains, this will not be a hindrance. I hope this is something that makes sense when it rains. Yeah, I hope this is something that will make sense. Yeah, so let's continue walking. Guys, what do you think? How many of you have been to the Westgate since the incident? Because I remember a few people were telling me since the dash. If I mention it here, my video will be they've not been to this place. But I can say it's quite active. I've been here recently. This is what's happening. And we have a building on the side there. It hosts several offices. I don't know what will happen to it. I don't know whether it's on the pathway of the river. I don't know whether it's gonna come down. I'd really love to see the map of Nairobi and what they're thinking of doing, because I don't know what riparian, okay, I know what riparian land is. How much is to be given to the river is what I have no idea, because in spaces where we have residents, they're talking about 30 meters from the river, and then there'll be vegetation that needs to be planted, and hopefully we continue taking care of the river banks. But because vegetation also helps in feeding the river, you get, it prevents soil erosion and all that. So this, guys, what do you think? Did you guys hear about this? Yeah, I know I'm here with you guys, and I understand a lot of Kenyans, so I do no longer watch the news. I do not blame you. There's a lot of negativity. Someone said that. Okay, there's no power line here. I was shocked for a bit. Wow. We are at Westgate Mall in Westlands, Nairobi, where there were demolitions to make way for Nairobi River, because this is riparian land. And I can confidently say this land has been in contention for years, because there have been court cases to relocate the buildings around here, and even some of them not to come up, but they still go ahead and build, and water has been a menace to them. But then again, they wait for the rainy season to end, and they exist. But Nairobi governor decided enough is enough. Let's give the river its way. So guys, a lady who works here is trying to show me exactly the markings of where people are supposed to, up to where, wapi hapo? Oh, hapa ndio wamemark. So wanabomoa mpaka hapa. Mpaka huko chini. Yeah, guys, just look at that. All the way down. So from here, following this mark here, they wanaenda kubomoa. So guys, you can see the buildings coming up in this particular area. Yeah, now I'm being told that these guys right here, this building here, quite beautiful, their entryway is a problem, and I think they also shared the parking lot with Westgate. Yeah, quite sad, quite sad. I really am saddened by the fact that I don't know, I don't want to say it, but I need to say, like, I need the government to come down hard on some of these entities, institutions. It doesn't matter who they are, they need to go. So I'm meeting a lot of people who have no idea what is happening here, by the way. Yeah, you see that? You see that? This place used to be so beautiful, and these trees are as green as they are because they are literally on riparian land. The soil is fertile, which is quite funny. So this is how it looks like down here. Yeah. All of us are quite hopeful that as they continue expanding this space, it will make sense over time. But we are on riparian land, and the war has just, is it the battle? The battle has just begun, you know. It's always about, we do not want, yeah. So I don't know whether I can trace this bit from this other side. You see, the other side, at least there is space for the river. So you can imagine this was blocked. This was blocked. We are on this other side of Westgate. Yeah. And you can see once you go across there, same thing. Let me try and cross. So a big chunk of Westlands is riparian land. Yeah, that's why it's as beautiful as it looks. The weather is usually cool, but then again, when it rains, it's a big problem. So guys, it's evening, don't mind the quality of the video. We are here retracing. You see, this is how it's supposed to be. You see, like this area, they left a bit of space for the river. You see? Yeah, makes sense now, makes a lot of sense. So this bridge was definitely put across because they knew there is a river down here. But then again, this monster of a building came up and everything changed. Yeah, so this side looks quite good. They just opened up the inside of the mall. So let's take a walk inside as we go back up. Yeah, that's where the demolitions happened. I know they do not allow for recording inside the mall, but so far this is how it looks on the outside. Yeah, I love this. Funny thing, I love this. I don't know how far we are going to get with this project because elections are quite near. So this entryway was filled with water. There's a lady was telling me that. And it's entry exit to these two buildings on the side here, adjacent to each other. And then we go back to where we came from. Now, a funny thing, I don't know why there is a public pickup point for PSVs right there. I know that ground was bare for a while because Nakumatt UK went down. Maybe they were trying to make money off it. But it's complicated. It's really complicated, yeah. Like Kenyans, we do not like to see space go to waste. We have to make money. Let's make money. Quite sad. Now guys, it's time for me to go home. I came here quite late, but not because of my doing, but I just needed to do this. I'm going to be back to update y'all about what's up. Yeah, we are still cleaning Nairobi River, but I know there are several demolishings that are coming up, different parts of Westlands and Parklands. mostly affected by floods, who are on riparian land. And so it's something that is going to be of interest to a lot of you. So stick around guys. So kindly like, share, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next video. Yeah, bye bye.